Association Championship Mud Racing at the season finale for the 1989 season. I'm Brett Kepner along with Shelley Herbert. This is the Agitator 1987 Jeep CJ5 fiberglass funny car utilizing a supercharged 454 cubic inch Chevrolet. Fuel injected, of course, burning methanol. It's slightly heavy, but only because it has an extremely reinforced frame. These guys believe in strength above all else. 2,400-pound Jeep funny car, but this is another vehicle, Shelley, that with the right launch, good pass down through, could indeed threaten the leader, Tom Martin.
I'm just amazed at the weight of some of these vehicles, just how they guts it through the mud. You see those back tires really digging in.
There you see Lee Holtz, the 24-year-old behind the wheel, holding his hands up again as the ground crew hooks up that kill switch that will automatically shut the engine down at the finish line. And now gets the signal to drop that face shield and get ready for a pass. The mark to beat, 2.18 seconds. The world champ Tom Martin leads. Let's see what Lee Holtz in the Agitator Jeep funny car can come up with. Great launch up on top of the mud and a beautiful ride. Possibly the best ever for Lee Holtz. That was a heck of a ride. A little bit of a bog off the starting line, but other than that, flawless. On this slow motion replay, let's look at that launch. Well, maybe there wasn't a bog. The front end just goes down for a split second, then perfectly on top of the mud. Lee on a straight arrow ride. Beautiful, beautiful pass. The elapsed time while the machine is airborne, 2.13 seconds. And Lee Holtz has upset the best in the business to take number one, Shelley.
And to do that this late in the game with these ruts that you can see that are in the bog now, that is quite an accomplishment.
Absolutely incredible. Like I said, they just went to a supercharger, like you said, for him to get over those ruts. It's a driving statement right there. Lee Holtz of the Agitator steals the number one spot from the world champion, and the crowd can't believe it. Our next vehicle up from Plaistow, New Hampshire, is being driven by Bill Bartlett. It's called Moonlighting. Indeed, this machine was very, very strong with a small block Ford engine for many years, but for this event, the very last one of the year, a 478 cubic inch Ford big block with nitrous oxide injection. And Bartlett really has not had a chance to test this thing. During the preliminaries, he didn't get a very good pass in at all. I will be honest with you, Shelley, this thing was a 2-second campaigner with a small block in it. And Bartlett makes it all the way through, but not in the time that he would have liked. I'll tell you that. It didn't look like he had the starting line launch that he needed. Again, not the power response we've come to expect from this particular vehicle, and he may have elected not to use nitrous oxide off the starting line. On the replay, you can see the machine came up on the tires pretty quickly, but there you see on the left-hand side of your screen, it seems like he got out of the ruts and into some very, very soft mud. And that kept him from really getting the tires up on top of the mud the way he should have. He goes through it 3.32 seconds. And on the starting line, replay from another angle, you can watch that far side front tire just dig in. And that kept Bill Bartlett plowing through that pit. You can see the right-hand side of the machine, or left-hand side, I should say, got up out of the mud before the finish line, but by that time it was way too late. Mike Spina from Kingston, New Hampshire, with his 1927 Ford T Roadster on the starting line using a supercharged and carbureted 572 cubic inch Chevrolet power plant. Machine that had a career best during preliminaries at this event of 2.67 seconds. And the upsets we've seen, we don't have to worry about an upset on this one as he slogs through the mud. It'll be in the 3-second zone, and Spina will not have a leg to stand on in the final standings here at Baltimore. Looking at the slow motion replay, when Spina hit the throttle, the machine moved instantly, which is good. The tire spin was not a problem. It just never seemed to have the power to get up on top of the mud, even though it threw him around those ruts pretty well down near the finish line. The elapsed time, a disappointing 3.63 seconds for New Hampshire's Mike Spina. The Dreamweaver on the starting line, ready for the green flag. Let's see what the mud racing only machine with Chevrolet motivation can come up with. Staging up, waiting for the green flag, Warren Weaver, the Pennsylvania pilot. Thumbs up, now leaves the starting line, but down on power in a big, big way. He manages to keep progress up enough to take it through the pit, but that elapsed time isn't going to help him at all in a chance for the championship.
That's really a shame, too, because he's one of the guys that really pitches in and helps everybody out around here, too, and I'm sorry he didn't get a better time.
Well, the slow motion replay, you can see the starting line launch. Again, the starting line is fine. It has not gotten sloppy at all. Warren just did not have the power. And you got to remember that's awfully tough mud. It's getting stiffer as it sits, and it's making it that much more difficult for the drivers coming down in the lower drawing positions.